And good morning, everybody. Happy May Day. May 1st.
Right.
It's a brand new month. It's 4:30. I'm Russ Lewis.
I'm Lisa Hernandez. It is Tuesday, May 1st. Let's get over to Cheetah Craft because it's a nice way to start the month, Cheetah.
It is. I mean, we're talking 60s and 70s this morning. First thing, though, when you head outside, you are going to notice the humidity. I mean, really added moisture, humidity in place. Temperature 72 in Houston, 72 in Sugar Land, 72 in Pearland. Throughout the day today, you're also going to notice breezy south to southeast winds. They'll be even stronger than yesterday afternoon. So live look from Amagi Bank. We are socked in with clouds this morning. These clouds will break apart, so more partly cloudy skies by lunchtime this afternoon. Temperatures will be building to a high of 83. 83 in humidity. Darby, it's going to be feeling warm out there.
All right, thanks a lot, Cheetah. All right, well, we've got two overturned 18-wheelers. That's right, two. They happened just minutes apart. First one's on 69, the East Texas Freeway northbound ramp to go to the North Loop westbound. That ramp's blocked off. You got to go eastbound, U-turn at Lockwood. The next one's on the East Loop northbound exit ramp to Clinton. Now you can see here with our Houston Transtar shot, this guy's completely on his side. Looks like he's spilling his load on the roadway. It's probably going to be here all morning long. If you normally take Clinton, you got to go up to Market Street and turn there. And of course, it's going to be a mess. You can go to my Twitter page, my Facebook page. I'll have all the details there.
Okay, Darby, thank you.
It's coming up on 4:32, and we're starting with breaking news on this Tuesday morning. A man shot and killed in a West Houston apartment complex parking garage.
This happened around 1 this morning off Derry Ashford near Memorial. Our Michelle Choi is live at that complex this morning. Michelle, do police have any idea who may have done this?
Yeah, good morning, guys. You know, details are very limited right now, but here's what we know so far. We do know that Houston police tell us that overnight a man was shot inside this apartment parking garage. In fact, homicide detectives are on scene right now. You can see a couple of cop cars on different levels of this parking garage floor. About 15 minutes ago, the medical examiner did arrive. We also saw a couple of bullet casings on the second floor of that parking garage. You can see a couple of the markers over there. Now, these apartments, if you take a look at this video, are called Domain West. It's a luxury apartment home right off of Memorial and Derry Ashford. Because of that, we're unable to get inside right now, so trying to get a hold of investigators and get more details for you guys is a little bit more difficult this morning, but we're of course going to continue to stay on this. Now, guys, I just wanted to let you know, I actually grew up in this area here around Memorial and Derry Ashford, and personally I can tell you this is relatively a very quiet and calm part of West Houston, so it's pretty surprising. Now, these apartment complexes were built just a few years ago. They're new. We do know that security here will not allow us inside, but again, we're going to try and get in touch with homicide detectives on the other side to get more details for you guys this morning. Back to you.
Hopefully we'll have new details to release later. Michelle, thank you very much. We're also following a story that broke early last night. A 9-month-old baby dropped off at a West Houston fire station. We're told that the baby's father showed up at Fire Station 76 on Cook Road with the child and asked firefighters if it was true that they took babies. The firefighters answered yes and took the child from his father, asking if the man would be coming back. That man apparently did not reply and drove by the station later to drop off a car seat. Less than an hour after that, the baby's grandmother, who does have custody of the child, showed up at the station to claim the baby. That baby is okay this morning. It is still unclear if charges will be filed against the father. Now, Texas does have that baby Moses law that allows babies to be left at safe havens like fire stations, but there are strict rules here. The baby cannot be older than 2 months and must be handed over to a safe haven employee. If the rules are not followed, you could be charged with the crime. We have more information on our website, KHOU.com. And ahead at 5:30, our Brandy Smith is diving into the rules to explain the key details.
It's 4:34 now. If you pay the toll to drive the Grand Parkway, you need to know about this problem. You may be getting a bill in the mail, and it's all a mistake.
TxDOT is having technical difficulties, and it's not the first time this has happened.
Our Janelle Fort is joining us now on the Grand Parkway to explain what's going on. I've received some of those bills. Janelle, you never want to see that coming in the mail, especially if you don't know the money.
Exactly, and you guys know for many, these tolls are an added thing that they pay for to make your commute go a little bit smoother, but this billing snafu is making it so that the easy tag, it's just not that easy. Now, yesterday an email went out from TxDOT telling customers that if you received a bill from them to ignore it, and the majority of those bills went to customers who drive here on the Grand Parkway. Now, here's the problem. TxDOT and EasyTag, they're not connected. Essentially, TxDOT runs the state tollways, and EasyTag is designed for tollways here in Harris County. Now, in an attempt to make things easier for drivers, the two partnered up and decided to let EasyTag handle billing for both instead of making every Houstonian get 2 tags. And after a number of complaints, the Harris County Toll Authority found that since the beginning of the year, TxDOT's technology hasn't always been reading those EasyTags, which is a part of the reason that this is an issue. But what exactly is causing this is still up in the air.
Don't get frustrated. We hear you. We're going to resolve, and you will hear from us.
So if you got one of those erroneous bills, here's what to do. If you're in good standing with EasyTag and still get a TxDOT bill, the toll authority says to ignore it. Now, if you've already paid, TxDOT says you don't have to call them or anything. What they're going to do is they're either going to go ahead and refund you that money, or they're going to apply it to any outstanding charges you had. So they are working to try and fix this, guys.
All right, Janelle, thanks. It's always tough to know, though, if it's a legitimate charge or not. Just ignoring a bill is always, carries its own risk, I think, too. Former President George H.W. Bush remains in Houston Methodist Hospital this morning. The family says that Mr. Bush just needs to continue regaining his strength. The 41st president has been in the hospital now for 8 days with a blood infection.
Texas jewelry icon James Avery has died at the age of 96. He started his business in the 1950s selling handmade creations with his wife.
Yeah, but the Averys expanded, didn't they, in a big way into a chain of stores across the South.
This morning, people are showing their love online. Every single one of James Avery's artisan pieces is made right here in Texas.
It's 4:37 now. 8 migrants who are part of a caravan from Central America were allowed to cross the U.S. border last night and apply for asylum, but there are about 200 others waiting now at the Mexican border this morning. Migrants are allowed to arrive at a U.S. port of entry and ask for asylum if they fear violence in their home countries. U.S. immigration agents say they really have no space to process this big group.
The Iranian nuclear deal, already on thin ice, is even more uncertain after the Israeli government claimed it has proved that Iran lied about its nuclear program. Hannah Doba explains.
Tonight I'm here to tell you one thing. Iran lied.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claims to have evidence that Iran has lied about the shape and scope of its nuclear program.
After signing the nuclear deal in 2015, Iran intensified its efforts to hide its secret nuclear files.
On Monday, Netanyahu unveiled what he said were thousands of documents taken from Iran's atomic archive. He said they proved Tehran was developing nuclear weapons, even as it said power plants were its only nuclear goal.
At the very least, the Iranians have continued to lie to their own people.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo discussed Iran while flying back to the U.S. from the Middle East.
The Iranians had consistently taken the position that they'd never had a program like this. This will belie any notion that there wasn't a program like this.
The Iranian nuclear deal was signed in 2015. It lifted sanctions on Iran in exchange for allowing its nuclear facilities to be inspected. President Trump has until May 12th to recertify it.
I'm not telling you what I'm doing, but a lot of people think they know. And on or before the 12th, we'll make a decision. That doesn't mean we won't negotiate a real agreement.
One Iranian official described Netanyahu's presentation as ridiculous and said the evidence was fabricated. Hannah Doba, CBS News, New York.
Russia and the European Union say they are committed to maintaining the deal with Iran.
Harris County commissioners may ask you, the voter, for a lot more money for flood control. Governor Greg Abbott would have to allow that special election for it to happen. But the Houston Chronicle reports that commissioners haven't decided exactly how much they want voters to approve. The total, it could reach $2.5 billion. The county wants to buy out some property owners and also start work on some big infrastructure projects.
All right, coming up here on 440, Astros pitcher Charlie Wharton helped the Astros put an end to the Yankees' 9-game winning streak. Astros won 2-1 last night at Minute Maid. They take the Yankees on again tonight with that first pitch at 7:10, and I'm guessing the roof will be closed.
Oh, because it's going to be humid,
yes,
right?
The humidity's here.
It's returning. So a new month, and it sounds like we've turned the corner, Cheetah.
We have definitely turned the page in very spring to almost borderline summer-like weather, especially for tomorrow. I mean, take a look. Even though Tomorrow we are sitting dry. Satellite and radar picture coming in nice where you don't need the umbrella. We are going to notice a very steady stream of moisture, and that moisture in the form of humidity. So added cloud cover. You're under cloudy skies this morning. Temperatures in the low 70s. That's a result of the cloud cover overnight. We just don't really lose the heat of the day from yesterday. 71 in Austin. You can see 67 in Lubbock, 63 at Amarillo. Tracking a front that will not impact us until late Friday into Saturday. Let me show you what I'm expecting here. Future track, a spotty sprinkle to a stray shower is possible just when we're talking about this heavy humidity. And then overnight, we'll get a nice little boundary that's going to actually increase the moisture. So tomorrow, you're really going to notice this humidity in place. Today is kind of just the beginning. Now notice Friday, most of the day, you see a 30% chance for a few light showers, all in anticipation of the cold front that will be arriving by Saturday. The question is, how long does this cold front linger over the area on Saturday? That is going to really be what determines how much rain we see on Saturday into Sunday. So already set the stage for a wet weekend, but at this point you can count on maybe 1 to 1.5 inches of rain, but it could be in a very short period of time. Notice that steady increase in our temperatures with highs going to 83 today, Darby.
Oh, I noticed it. Trust me, I did. Good morning. Walking out the door, 2 things you need to know already. We have 2 overturned 18-wheelers. Is that right? That's right, 2. And they happen almost at the same time, just a few minutes apart. First one, 610, the East Loop northbound exit ramp to Clinton. You have an overturned 18-wheeler there. Spilling is low. It's going to be there all morning long. The exit ramp is blocked. Got to go up to Market Street and U-turn as your alternate route. Next one is on 69, the East Tex Freeway northbound ramp to go to the North Loop westbound, heading towards the Hardy Toll Road. You can see with our Houston TransStar shot the flashing lights here. All traffic's going to go eastbound on 610. Just go to Lockwood. Make sure you go to Lockwood and U-turn. I'm being told here they need 2 cranes out here. This thing is full of beer, so it's going to be there all morning long.